Today is 9/14/2018, 5:44 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, U.S. I'm sitting here backed up with, the red tape, rabbit hole bullshit you have to go through every day of the time stealing by businesses, corporations, the government, whomever, here in America. We're all faced with it every day in these contracts and stuff, and it steals our time, really boils down to. And, the other day I was watching a video by Full Spectrum Survival. I've been a subscriber for years now, with different channels of mine and stuff. And he was talking about how on the internet they're going to be copyrighting everything, even more so to where your freedom of speech and sharing information and news is going to be limited. And I was thinking, I ended up writing a couple comments, but one of my comments, I had come back after a day or so, and I wrote that, I need to copyright my eyes, my ears, and my time from them. Because, commercials to, when you're on the telephone trying to call a business and you have to listen to their little recording, and then you get on with the people and they're recording you and everything, which you should be recording them for your records because, anyway. And so you have to listen to this stuff that they put in front of you. You have to watch it or whatever. Yet you're not getting compensated for your time that they're stealing. You get on the phone with these people and they have you talk real slow, trying to get their little recordings clear, or whatever little mind game that these socialists and whoever are playing. It's rather annoying. And, if you don't understand English and somebody happens to be talking fast or whatever, so what? I'm sorry that most of these people cannot understand or whatever, but it boils down to they're stealing your time, and I believe I should be compensated for my time and what I am forced to read or forced to hear or forced to see. So the tables need to turn here, is what it boils down to. I'm tired of this one-way judgmental system, social judgment system. They're out there rewriting definitions to give themselves authority, rewriting history, of course, because they have always been trying to hide certain things in that, and all kinds of things. I believe they're going to do a reset coming up to where they have, all your recordings of all your business, because, they record all business phone calls, all kinds of stuff. They can pick and choose, change it out, do whatever. And yet most all people do not record their business phone calls. It is really imperative for you to record all your business phone calls. I'm telling you, people, it has come in handy for me when businesses will straight up lie. And you will never get a recording of theirs on you in court or anything. They've got it down to where, they can cut the recording and edit it and do whatever they want. And they think that people, do not record them. And then when you do say, yeah, I am too, or I'll say, yes, we are, or whatever, if I tell them straight up, yes, I'm recording too for my records, then they fly off the handle and try to tell me that it's illegal for me to record them and all this, which is bullshit. It's a lie. Every government agency, the DMV, the courts, the IRS, you name it, are all nothing but businesses and organizations. And we are nothing but customers, but yet we are forced customers. That's the problem. So what it boils down to is people need to copyright, privatize, do whatever it takes legally to make yourself like them. Make yourself like these corporations, these private corporations and stuff. Take your number back out of the system. Own your own number. I mean, the beast system you're in because you don't need a chip when, you know, the beast system already has your number. You know, if the devil lies and all this, then you think it's going to tell you the truth, that you're in the beast system already, that it's already got your number, that you leave a mark with your hand when you sign a contract, because they always have to have your signature. And you can't buy, sell, or trade without being in this beast system, without your number. You can't really buy, sell, or trade without it, for the most part. You know, and that money, everybody chasing the money, and they're chasing every red cent you got. They have information to all your bank accounts and everything. Like, have you ever got bills that is pretty much almost the exact number of the amount that's in your bank account? Yeah. You have to watch your bank accounts and all your bills every month or every day, because they will scam you. You'll get double charges. You'll get charges that, you know, are from some Joe Blow out there doing whatever to your credit cards, because you have to always give your personal information to every Joe Blow corporation, company, agency, all these people you deal with. And you generally have to do it over and over, especially if you're transferred on the phone call. You're repeating your stuff over and over again. So there is no privacy as far as personal information goes. These people gather this information, sell it on the side, do whatever. They have access to your camera, your microphone, your whole computer system. Whenever they, you know, give you a pop-up, oh, you got to update your system, it's them updating their system with your files, making sure they haven't missed anything, or just maybe you wrote something or did something. It's them updating their file systems of your shit. Otherwise, they might as well be incompetent as many updates as they force upon us. See, it doesn't even make sense. Either they're totally incompetent, or, you know, they're just straight up lying, which is 9.9 times out of 10 the case. They are always lying. Everything's a fucking lie. I mean, you can look around and see the governing they do in this country. Our water's polluted, our air's polluted, our land, health, and food is polluted. We can't build houses that are safe. They want to claim that these houses are safe. After the California fires, they're building the particle board toothpick houses again. You know, particle board and 2x4s or whatever, that easily burn. These are not safe houses. I'm tired of, you know, I can't buy property here in this country. I refuse to buy property in this country whatsoever, because I know that even if I was to get permitted to build a cob house, which I'd have to find an area that they would actually permit that, and then have it within their little footage or whatever. I don't need all this. I don't want all this. I want a safe cob home. I don't want to be harassed on my property, and the county or the electric company coming out and chopping down trees. They're not chopping them down. They're ripping them out, you know, for so-called power lines that aren't even in the way. You know, I've got animals living in the trees, you know, like raccoons and different things living in my trees. And it's just constant bother. I'm in a rural area, and they're constantly out here doing something, whether it be parking their cars right in the middle of the road. I mean, parking their trucks, and then the diesel fuel filling up my home here in the summer because my windows are open. And there's no reason for them to be out front, you know, and there's a side road out front at that they could pull down. Instead, they want to pull out front and block traffic. I mean, this is how asinine stupid these people are, in wasting the tax dollars that we pay for them to freeload and launder out of this country and turn around and say we're in debt. But they can't account for all of it. That's such a lie. They can't account for trillions of dollars, and we see what a shitty job they're doing everywhere, and they want to copyright everything we do on the internet and fee and fine us on everything we do on the internet coming up. You're going to be paying to flip a fucking page on the internet. That's how bad it's coming to get. And what it really boils down to, okay, well, over the years since, you know, my parents owned a TV, because I refused to, you know, own TVs from the time I lived alone, you know, 18 on. All those commercials I saw as a kid, wasted my time. I need to sue them motherfuckers for, you know, having me see things I didn't want to see. Now, if I was to go watch TV nowadays, I'm sure I'd be utterly, thoroughly disgusted. I watch a movie or a show here, I pick and choose, and usually I'm disgusted in the first 5 minutes because there's always something offensive. Therefore, I believe I should sue these people for being offensive in these ways. They're taking up my time. They're lying. You know, they do things to get people to watch the stuff. You know what I mean? I know they're still doing subliminal messages and frequencies and pictures and everything and all their stuff on TV. I know they are. They never stopped. So they've been wasting our time, and there's things I've never wanted to see or hear that they have put upon me, and these are copyrighted companies, places, media, or whatever. So therefore, I should sue them all and copyright my eyes, ears, and time, or whatever the terminology is for doing that, because laws and all this shit is nothing but a rabbit hole of stealing time. And I'm really tired of it. And it's time to fight back. It's time to turn the tables on these people. Tit for tat, you know? What comes around goes around, karma's a bitch, but I'm not going to wait for it. You only live once, and I'm going to stand ground. A lot of other people are standing ground, and, you know, I'm going to have to do something. People need to go ahead and privatize their lives, copyright everything, state that if I even accidentally see something offensive and whatnot, or whatever, I'm going to sue you, you know? I'm not talking about my truther people and all that and this, that, and the other. I'm talking about mainstream, big corporations, whatever. The ones in control. Those are the ones we all need to go after, you know? And we need to spam, mass, email, send mail, whatever. We need to mass mail them. I'm tired of spam emails. I'm tired of I can't answer the phone when I don't recognize the number. I'm tired of the scams and corruption and fraud. I'm tired of receiving a bunch of paper mail in my mailbox of some credit card company trying to force credit cards on me. I'm tired of it. They're killing our trees and everything else, wasting paper. And, you know, I'm sending official notices to everybody on this stuff. I'm tired of it, and I'm not going to put up with it. I do not consent. And you're not going to force my free will anymore. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of you forcing anybody's free will. It's sickening. You can't account for trillions of dollars. I don't want to pay you either. And I'd like to get all the tax money back from the beginning time I've paid taxes when I was young. Okay? So, you know, because y'all have misrepresented yourselves. You know, the government, the IRS, it's all misrepresented. So it's lies. So it's fraud. And there is no statutes of limitations when it comes to fraud. There is no, like, oh, you have to sue them within a year or when you find it or whatever. There's no time limit. Therefore, they like to do lawsuits and run it through court and all this rabbit hole paperwork and all this. Fucking mass spam the hell out of them. Make up emails or whatever it takes. Print, you know, mass paperwork and send it all over the place. It's worth the damn money to give it right back at them. I'll tell you what, because I don't care anymore. And I mean, I care. I care that I'm being harassed. I care that things are going against my morals or my beliefs or anything. So why should I have to put up with it? If they're not putting up with, you know, all this stuff on the internet is public information. I don't give a fuck what law they try to claim. When you put it out there and you're not hiding it and nobody knows about it, that's a whole different story. It's private, you know, in your possession, on you or whatever. But when you're putting it out there or in a cloud or on the internet, it's public information. I don't care what kind of document it is, anything. Besides, our personal information is not personal. Everybody and their neighbors got it, buying, selling, and trading it on the side. Like I said, they know how much is in your bank account. They know everything about you. They listen to you, and they judge you in the social credit judgment system that you're in. And people don't want to believe it, but, you know, They'll cry the blues when it happens to them because they like to wait till the last minute. And I'm tired of talking about shit for years and years and years and nothing changing. And I'm not relying on one of them silver-tongued car salesmen called a politician. I'm not relying on, you know, our creator to come back and just take care of all of it and for me to be passive and wait. No, this is a life test, and either you stand ground and stop all this bullshit because we all have equal dominion and stewardship over this earth equally. There ain't nobody better than anybody else. But, you know, when it comes to criminals running amok, we all have the right to stop the criminals from destroying our planet. We have dominion, and we're supposed to be good stewards. Need I say more? I mean, do you not get my point?